So with TikTok's impending doom, I know a lot of you have been wondering where your favorite creators are going to go, where you're going to go to consume the content. So this is a video to tell you the best alternatives to TikTok, as well as give a little bit of news about what to expect while all of this is going on, as well as what might potentially happen in the near future. So let's get into it. Welcome back, wayward children, to my humble hovel. Let's get you back in touch with your roots, shall we? Although today we're actually talking technology. TikTok has been on the verge of being banned for several months now due to its affiliation with several Chinese companies that have questionable business practices, and because of that, a lot of people have been worried they're going to be losing their favorite creators. So if the ban does end up going through, here's what you can expect. It's not going to go away right away. Apps in both the App Store as well as the Google Play Store function on an update basis. So as long as the baseline algorithm of whatever application you're using stays relevant to the network data, meaning the servers that it is accessing, then you're fine. But the problem is that these things update really quickly. So if the ban does end up going through, for my American viewers, if the ban does end up going through, you'll probably have about a month to a month and a half of functionality before major features of the app just stop working. And some of you may be able to get by on VPNs. It's going to depend on how strict the ban actually is. Now, I do have some news that just came in while we started shooting this video about the ban, but before we get there, I want to talk to you guys about the best alternatives to TikTok if you are looking for a backup. Now, if you are a creator, you should be on every single platform you could possibly manage to get on. And when it comes to these short form video platforms, just make the same content for the platforms. Chances are you're not going to be reaching the same audience, and if it worked on one platform, it can possibly work on another, and you should never be putting all of your eggs in one basket. So, ranked from worst to best, I'm going to go through the 4 apps I recommend that are similar. At the very, very absolute bottom is an app called Likee. That's Likee. I tried it for a while. I do not likey it at all. It is I know, it's a bad pun. Don't stare at me like that. It's really bad. It's very creepy. There's a lot of little kids and older people who duet them on that app. And I don't like the environment at all, and the UI for it is a little bit clunky, but it is there if you want to use it. It is very similar to TikTok, though it does not have the same functionality or user base. Now, next one up from that is an app called Dubsmash. Now, Dubsmash is very similar to TikTok, but it's very slow and it's very skinny on the features. It runs very well. It's very smooth. Its editing is the part where I take issue. It does not have a very intuitive editor, though if you are on an Android phone, there are plenty of free editors you can download, and I don't know if iPhones still have in-app or in-camera editors, but if you want to edit your stuff in camera, there are plenty of options to do that if you are a creator. Dubsmash has the most potential out of any of the ones I'm going to be talking about on this list, but it does not appear that there is any rapid sort of development going on with it, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it is a good alternative if you're looking for one. Number 2 is Byte. That's Byte. And this is very, very similar to Vine. It allows up to 16-second videos. It has sounds, it has categories, and actually it has a much easier search trend and searching page than TikTok does. I actually prefer the way that Byte does their searching as well as their trending page. It works a lot better than what TikTok's does. and it has a lot more variety. However, you are limited to a 16-second video, just like old school TikTok. Actually, I think old school TikTok was 15-second videos. So,
Yes.
and then they very recently, well, this last year they upped that to 60 seconds. So if what you do is dance trends and things like that, you'll be more than happy on Byte. There is a lot of music on there. You do have the freedom to upload your own sounds. Again, my biggest issue with any of these apps that I'm talking about is that they are very slow in contrast to TikTok, and that's because they are going to have smaller servers, smaller teams, and smaller network bandwidth. So they're going to be slower, the video quality is not going to be quite as good, but of the lot, Byte has the most going on for it right now. Now, the one at the top, and the reason why it's at the top, is Triller. That's Triller. This one has a lot of big names that have already been put on it and behind it, which means that it's going to have the most functionality, it's going to have the most upgrade potential, and it is going to have the most attention paid to it by its developers. Now, it's at the top because it is going to have the most advanced of all of those things. It's like a high combination of Musical.ly and TikTok, and they actually have individual pages for music-based videos as well as just they call them social videos. Big names like Charlie D'Animo, I can't never pronounce her last name, but she's big on TikTok. And a bunch of hip-hop and pop stars have already gotten on the app. It is slow, and it does have a major issue loading quality videos. It looks like it loads in about 480 or 720 at best, whereas TikTok streams pretty predominantly in 1080p. Now, the reason why I don't recommend getting straight onto Triller, and I would say you'd probably be better off on somewhere like Byte, is because of all of the big names on there, it's going to be a boys club. Whoever is the big celebrity on there, that's who is going to be paid attention to. And I don't really think, based on what I've already seen, that there's going to be a whole lot of room for growth for any new people getting on there that don't already have a substantial audience to follow them. Now, I am on all of these platforms, so if you want to follow me, you certainly can. I will leave links to them all in a link tree down below in the Kilt section. But guys, if you are a creator and you want to take this seriously as a job, if you want to do what I do for work, you should be on YouTube, you should be on Twitter, you should be on Instagram, and you should be on every other platform that you can think of. The best creators, the ones who make the most money at doing something like this, make more than 50 to 100 pieces of content a day, whether that's posts to Facebook, posts to Instagram, stories, Snapchat, whatever. They are posting 50 to 100 times a day. So if you want to be successful, that's the kind of hustle you have to put in, and you have to understand that sometimes it's just going to suck, and you have to let it suck until you find stuff that people enjoy, that you also enjoy making. Now, that being said, now for the news on TikTok. As we were getting ready to shoot this video, we did get some news that TikTok may in fact not be getting banned, and that a deal has been reached that Trump approved, and that the Chinese government seems to be all right with, and that is that they are going to allow the company Oracle to be the technology partner. Now, the reason why this is iffy is because technology partner just means that they're going to be providing server basis, meaning that they will control all server data, with the stipulation that they do not have access to TikTok's AI, which understandably the government is suspect about, because the whole point of this is that they said they weren't hiding data, and now it appears that they in fact want to hide data. So it is, there's plenty of companies that want to keep their proprietary technology under wraps, so I personally understand why they would want to, but at the same time, given the context of the situation, who knows which way it could go. But the reason why I'm saying still spread yourself out, put your content out on other platforms, is because in order for this deal to go through all the way, Oracle is working with a larger company to be able to purchase the necessary stock in the company for it to be considered American owned, and the company that they are working with is Walmart. So TikTok, I love the platform, but I do not like Walmart as a company. So the chances of it doing better under if Walmart has any say in it. So for now, the good news is TikTok does not appear that its ban is going to go through. But you should still be diversifying your content just in case things like this happen. For the 10 to 40 Viners who you saw go viral and who managed to keep their careers, there were probably 700-800 of them who had just as many views, just as many followers, who didn't, because they didn't diversify their content. So make sure that you're being smart with how you make things, and make sure that you are doing your best to provide the best possible content for the audience that you develop. And that's really all the advice I have for right now. So, if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I do appreciate it, and it lets me know that you guys are watching and supporting. And if you have not joined the clan already, I suggest you do so by engaging the subscribe button in Mortal Kombat. And you will know you have won when all the blood drains from its body and it becomes a deathly grey. Conveniently located to its right is the victory bell, which you can ring to let all know of your victory over the subscribe button. And as a bonus, you'll also always know when I upload a video. You can check the kilt section down below for all the links to my platforms, podcasts, and purchasables, as well as leave me a comment to know if you have any questions about brand development for your individual brand, or if there are any other videos you would like me to do on this particular topic of brand development or social media. And until next time, my friends, stay bloodthirsty.